Iron Trader, and this is Midday Trading. So we're going to take a look here and see what crude oil is doing, what natural gas is doing, and then we're going to take a look here at Tesla, which got an upgrade today, and NVDA. This video is for information purpose only, not a recommendation to buy, selling stock commodity ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, first on the docket here is we got an old Tesla. Now, this is one of my favorite trades. This is an NVIDIA. It got an upgrade there today with a good buy on it. But again, we got to see how this is all going to shake out. Now, when we look at this chart here, actually, this is looking very, very bullish chart, okay? Because two simple things. You're above that 8 SMA, which is sitting, let's see here, okay, we're at 215.83, and we're above that 21-day, sitting at 213.81. That's very, very key. Now, today, we had a little pop and drop here, so let's just take a look here at the upside first. What we really need to do is you have to get and close above, not just pop like they did today, but close above this 223.97 level. That's going to be very, very key. Okay, if we can get above that, then what we have here is we're going to look at the top of that candle. You're looking at 233.60, and then obviously your big retest up here at 235. Now, again, if we can bust out through this, see what we had here? Okay, 234.68. So we're just right a little bit above that. So 235, that's going to be your gap now. And then we have your fill right below that. You're looking at 245.63. That's going to be your targets. But you got to close above this 235. Then we can start hitting these targets right here. This would be the gap fill, 245.63. Very, very nice. Then we can just work yourself right on up here. Okay, what do you got there? 249.44, and then we have 253.21, and then we'll come right over here, 255.76. Just bring that price channel right across. Then we can just pop up here. You got 257.14. We got 258.47. And then what you're going to be looking for is obviously it's going to be this candle at 265.60, and then your big retest there at 271. Now, I always like to show you where it could possibly go, but 235 is the key, but you got to close above that 50-day. Now, downside. All right, 8-day, very, very nice, 215.83. That's going to be your key support. 1380, that's your 21. That's going to be your next support. If that is lost, we can come right to the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 210.51, and then we have 202.53. That is your 200-day simple moving average, and then we have your Hondo right underneath there, sitting at 221. Okay, so that's going to be very, very key. Now, you can see here on the weekly chart where it went up last week, where to go? Right into that 200-day. See, 235. Okay, 235.21 is going to be your resistance. So you got to get a bit above this 200-day. So always pull up a weekly chart here if you want a little bit bigger picture than what we have basically on your daily. Okay, so this is going to be key. Look at that 235 area, then you can rally right on up here. But overall, this is looking very, very good because you're still above that 8-day, that 21-day, your 50-day, and your 100-day. This is looking very, very good here. But again, see, we have that 235, and then we come over to the left here. 234.68. See, that's kind of like a double top situation. So you got to be very, very careful. So upside, watch that 235. Very, very critical. Then we can go higher. But until then, we're going to go sideways here, kind of action. But watch that one at that 50-day. Very, very key. Okay, let's take a look here at NVIDIA. Okay, now there was really good scalping in NVIDIA today because he had a good range of motion there today. Okay, he had 104.95 on the bottom, but you had that 109.60 there on the top. But you say, well, why did it go right there and stop? Well, I'm going to show you why it did. Okay, here's the key. Okay, right there, 109.60. Okay, so today NVIDIA got as high as 109.40. You can see where it popped up through there, but it couldn't get above and close above. That's the key. Just like this, it popped up, popped up. You got to get above that 8-day. That's very, very critical. So let's take a look at the upside. Okay, so we say we're going sideways action there. Okay, say we bust above that 109.16. Well, then what you're going to be looking at next is going to be right here. Is going to be 109.65. And then we're going to be looking at that 100-day at 111.26. That's going to be very, very key. Now, if we bust above that, we'll look to the top of this candle here, 113.27. Look to the top of this candle here. This is 116.21. Okay, now there's a gap. And then we look to the bottom here. Okay, that's 117.22. There's your fill. Okay, your gap, 116.21. And then your fill right there at 117.22, and then we can come up to your 118.24 level here, and your 50-day sitting right there, 117.90. Okay, so right there is going to be very, very key. But we'll always watch that gap and that fill because those are targets. But right now, today, here's what you want to watch: is that 8-day simple moving average, 109.15, very, very key. Now, downside, well, we want to look to today's low. You got 104.95. We look to yesterday's low. You have 103.69. And then we come over here to Hondo, 95 level right there. Okay, very, very key. And then again, if we start losing it, then we just go right here to the left. We'll first look at that. You have 98.69, and then we'll come over here. You have 97.52, and then we have your big retest all the way down here at 90.69. But right now we got some sideways action. We got to see how this is all going to shake out. So when you look at the on a weekly chart here, you can see where your 8-day is rolling over. Okay, that's really never good because you got to get that price back above here. So you're going to have run at the big resistance here on the weekly end of it at 112.27, and then at that 8-day at 113.34 level. Okay, so always watch that weekly chart here because you can see here once that gets above how nicely it is. But once you get a blow, then you're fighting that bad boy all the way through. Okay, let's take a look here at the old crude oil. Okay, crude oil, down goes Frazier. Now, if you've been watching my videos, this is no surprise to you. I've been telling you this for weeks and weeks and weeks. There's nothing bullish here. Nothing. Absolute nothing. Okay, you got double top, series of lower highs. You got double top, double top, double top. This is no surprise here at all. Okay, so then I just say look to the left of the chart. So we're looking for this 67.71, obviously lower than that. Okay, then we were looking for this candle here, 66.80, blew through that. Then we're looking right here at this level. You're looking at 65.38. You're sitting at got as low as 65.27. Your next level down is going to be right there at 64.36. And then here's your retest, 63.64. Easy peasy. But I told you all of this when this was up here. Okay, I said, look at this chart. There is nothing at all bullish when you see a chart like this and you see waterfalls of the 8, the 21-day, the 50, the 100-day. Everything is absolute waterfall down. This RSI here, you're sitting here, you're getting to an oversold condition, but you're not there, which means you can ride that bottom a little bit lower. This has been bearish. Once that green crosses that red, say goodnight, Irene, she's over. This has still got room to go. This has room to go. This could go lower. So just watch two key levels here. Watch the bottom of this candle, 64.36 and 63.64. Now, I can tell you about where it can go if it's going to rise up and all the things. It doesn't make any difference. This is going lower. Okay, but again, your target is going to be that 67.17 level. Okay, just look at your price channel, 67.17. You blew right through that today. I'm short. I've been short. SCO there, you're up almost 7% on that just today. Looking very, very good. So there's just, for me, there was no scalp longs here. There haven't been a little bit here and there, but realistically, this is just going lower. Okay, let's take a look here at natty gas. Okay, natural gas, your daily and your weekly. Well, let's just see what we got here. Okay, so I was pointing out here, we got to get through this key level right here. This is that 2.30, which is basically just the top of that candle. These price channels are just tops, bottoms of candle, make life a lot easier. You can use Bollinger Bands, you can clouds. I used all that. Put the price channels on, more accurate, easy to use, no issues. Okay, so that's what we're looking for, that 2.30. Now, you can see here where you ran right on up here. Where did you get? 2.294. So it came pretty damn close. And then we just lost it here yesterday. Now today, we put a little bit lower low, but a higher high. But where did it go? Right into that 200-day. So if you watched my video this morning, I says, watch that 200. Very, very key. So right now, oh, what did I do here? Okay, so I blew it right to the right there. Okay, so here we go. Here's what you got to have. Okay, let's look at the downside first. So what we're watching is this 8 simple moving average. That's going to be very key. 2.193. Very, very critical on a downside. Your next support is going to be 2.165, your 50-day, and then we have your 21-day at 2.15 flat. Okay, now again, these are all key support levels, these simple moving average. If that's lost, we look to the bottom of that candle, you're looking at 2.12 level, and then what we do is we come over here, you're looking at 2.07. This is the key, 2.02, there's your gap, top of this candle, 1.97, there's your fill, that's lost, you got 1.94, 1.90, and the retest 1.87. Okay, this time of the year, I think we're going to be sideways here to up. Okay, seasonality is right in play here, so we're looking at actually not too bad. So we're going a little sideways action, but again, if that 8-day, that 50-day, and that 21-day are lost on a closing basis, then yeah, There goes seasonality down the drain. And then what we do is we just follow these candles out until we get a retest. Okay, but upside, let's take a little peek ski at that. Okay, right there is what you want to look at. 2.25, very, very critical. Okay, you get above that, right here is your target, 2.30, and then we have your 100-day sitting right above that at 2.31. You get above that, then we can rock and roll. Okay, then we just look right here to the left of the chart. Just bring the price channel right across. Okay, then you got 2.35 here. Then you just keep working yourself right on up here. 2.38, and then we have 2.45, and then you can take it all the way back up here to 2.48 level here and just keep right on climbing. But that don't mean anything unless you can close above that 230 market. So today, this is what you want to watch. You want to watch that 8, 50-day, 21-day on the downside. Very, very key. Upside, watch that 200-day, okay, and then watch that price channel, 230. That's all you need to know. You trade this range here. If she breaks out, we know where she's going. If she breaks down, we know where she's going. Now, weekly chart here. This 8-day flattened right out here nicely, 2.11. We have to close above that by Friday. Now, today's only Tuesday. I get all that, but it needs to close above. If we can, then we can come right back up here to that 21-day at 2.32, which would be just a little bit outside that range. Then we can blast up here to your 2.39 level, which is your 50-day, okay? But right now, we're just trading that range, that 8-day to your 21-day, and we'll see how this is all going to shake out there by Friday. Okay, that's what I got for you. Now, remember, the Fed has that blackout this week, so they're making a decision on what they're going to do. Okay, now the CPI number will be out on Wednesday, and then we have your PPI number there out on Thursday, or maybe it's tomorrow. I got to recheck that, make sure I get the accurate information. But anyway, we've got the CPI report. That's going to be key. PPI report, that's going to be key. Jobs number there on Thursday, that's going to be key. The employment numbers, that's going to be, you've got a lot of good information. And also tonight is going to be that presidential debate, okay? Very, very critical. We'll have to see. And I think it could be a market mover there tomorrow. So we got to see how that's all going to shake out. Okay, I'll be back here after the OPIC close. And remember, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.